Hello, my name is Melissa Carney, and I'm an educational outreach consultant for Democracy Live. Today, I'll be going through a demo of the OmniBallot with you. I'll be showing you the one-way delivery in which you'll be able to mark your ballot and print out your selections after the ballot has been marked. I'm going to describe exactly what I'm doing as I'm going through with the screen reader so you're familiar with the navigation and the overall layout of each page. So I'm going to start with the voter lookup phase of the process.
Main menu heading level 2. Voter lookup heading level 1.
So I am using H to go through the headings. This is voter lookup. I'm going to down arrow for this set of instructions associated with this page.
Please fill in the fields to access your ballot. First name. Required invalid entry edit.
I'm
Forms.
going to enter into this edit box. I'm going to type in sample, tab.
Sample. Last name edit required.
Now I'm going to type in my last name, which for today's purposes is voter, tab.
Voter date combo box.
Now we have birthday. I'm going to down arrow to the first.
1.
Tab once more.
Date combo box. Date.
I'm going to down arrow to January.
1.
Tab again.
Date combo box. Year.
I'm going to down arrow to 1999.
1999.
Tab.
Forms mode off. Continue button.
And I'll press space on continue.
Voter lookup document. Voter look QA mode is enabled. Main menu head select an election heading level 1.
Okay, and here we have the heading to select a demo. I'm going to down arrow.
Please select an election from the list below. Select button. OmniBallot demo election.
Okay, I'm going to select our demo election here. So I'm going to up arrow to space.
Select button. Ballot marking heading level 1.
And now we have arrived on the ballot marking page. Okay, so again, you'll see that announcement heading centered at the top of the page. That's letting you know exactly what phase of the process you're on. So once again, that is
your heading level 1 ballot marking.
And just as you did with voter credentials, you'll down arrow here to see all of your instructions for this page.
Your ballot is presented below. To mark your selection, click on the checkbox. To remove a selection, click on the checkbox again. To vote for a qualified write-in candidate who is not listed on the ballot, click the checkbox beside the write-in space at the end of the candidate list. Then type the candidate's name in the space. Heading level 2 official ballot.
Once again, I'm going to navigate with H for heading.
For U.S. Senator heading level 3.
There we have the contest name, down arrow.
Vote for not more than 1.
The instructions.
Group start for U.S. Senator. 3 checkboxes.
Okay, it's indicating exactly how many options you have to choose from. So here are our options.
Santa Claus checkbox not checked. Ebenezer Scrooge checkbox not checked. Write-in checkbox not checked.
Okay, I'm going to choose Santa Claus. So we'll up arrow.
Ebenezer Santa Claus checkbox not checked.
And I'll press space to select.
Santa Claus checkbox checked.
Okay. I will now press H to go to the next heading.
For representative to Congress heading level 3.
There we have our contest name, down arrow.
Vote for not more than 1. Group start for representative to Congress. 4 checkboxes.
And our options.
Amelia Earhart checkbox not checked. Charles Chuck Eager checkbox not checked. Charles Lindbergh checkbox not checked.
Okay, I'm going to up arrow.
Charles Chuck Amelia Earhart checkbox not checked.
And select Amelia Earhart.
Amelia Earhart checkbox checked.
Next contest, once again, navigating via heading.
City Council heading level 3.
Down arrow.
Vote for not more than 2. Group start City Council. 5 checkboxes. Johnny Cash checkbox not checked. Elvis Presley checkbox not checked. Dolly Parton checkbox not checked. Write-in, 1 of 2 checkbox not checked.
There are our selections, and as you may have noticed, this contest is asking you to select 2 candidates instead of the standard 1. So what I'm going to do here to demonstrate how you might fix an error down the road, I'm going to make an intentional mistake and only select 1 candidate instead of 2. So keep that in mind when we move on to the review process next.
Dolly Parton checkbox not checked.
So I will select Dolly for now.
Dolly Parton checkbox checked.
Okay. And I will now move on to the next contest.
For City Waste Director heading level 3.
Down arrow.
Vote for not more than 1.
Okay.
Group start for City Waste Director. 2 checkboxes. Dr. William McDougall checkbox not checked. Write-in checkbox not checked.
Okay, here I'm going to demonstrate a write-in candidate. So I'm going to press space to select that particular box.
Write-in checkbox not checked. Checked.
Down arrow.
Write-in. Edit.
And you'll see this edit box has now appeared.
Forms mode on. Secure.
Okay, so let's just pick a random name. Let's nominate John Smith.
John.
Okay.
Forms mode off. Virtual PC.
So
Write-in.
now if you up arrow
Edit John Smith.
and down arrow, you'll see that we've now input our write-in candidate. All right, so we can move on to the next contest.
Article 1 heading level 3.
Down arrow.
Vote yes or no.
And this is a text-based contest.
Shall Chapter I, Section 103 of the Votersville City Charter be hereby amended as follows. Chapter 1. Incorporation and General Provisions Section 103. Wards established. There shall be 3 wards for the city of Votersville, and the boundaries of the wards shall be fixed from time to time by the Board of Civil Authority subject to the approval of the City Council. The boundaries shall be fixed so as to provide equal or near equal distribution of population among the 3 wards in accordance with the most recent federal census. Group Start Article 1. 2 checkboxes. Yes checkbox not checked. No checkbox not checked.
I'm going to up arrow and check yes.
Yes checkbox. Yes checkbox not checked. Checked.
And since we're at the bottom of the page, I'm just going to continue to down arrow.
No checkbox not group end. Go back button. Continue button.
And I'll press space on continue.
Selection review heading level 1.
Now we are, as the heading so helpfully announced, on the review part of this process within the OmniBallot. So I'm going to down arrow as per usual to hear the instructions underneath this heading.
Your ballot choices are shown below. To change any selection, click the change button next to your selection. Heading level 2 official ballot.
And just as we did in the ballot, I'm going to navigate via heading again for this review process.
For U.S. Senator heading level 3.
There we have our contest name,
Santa Claus.
our selection,
Change for U.S. Senator button.
and the change button associated with that particular contest. So once again, I'm going by heading.
For Representative to Congress heading level 3.
And we're down arrowing.
Amelia Earhart. Change for Representative to Congress button.
Okay, and next.
City Council heading level 3.
Pay close attention here.
Dolly Parton. Warning missing 1 of 2 selections.
So that's the error message that I told you about earlier. So this is prompting you to change your selections if you wish. You can choose to bypass this if that mistake was in fact intentional, but it's just a great self-checker tool for you to utilize as you're going through the OmniBallot. So we are going to correct this error.
Change City Council button.
So we'll press space there.
City Council document.
Okay.
Vote heading level 3 City Council.
So now we are on the specific contest that we would like to alter. So we're going to down arrow.
Vote for not more than 2.
Okay.
Group Start City Council.
And I'll tell you that Dolly is still checked, so we just have to make that additional selection.
5 checkboxes. Johnny Cash checkbox. Elvis Presley checkbox not checked.
We'll choose Elvis.
Elvis Presley checkbox checked. Dolly Parton checkbox checked.
Okay, you can see that she's still checked. We'll continue to down arrow.
Write in, group end. Go back to review page button.
Go back to review.
City Council heading level 3.
Okay, it's still showing us this particular contest, but if we down arrow, now that we're back on the review page,
Elvis Presley, Dolly Parton, change City Council button.
you can see that this contest is now uniform with the others. So it's that error message has disappeared and it's only showing your 2 selections. Okay, we can move on with the review. So we'll press H again for heading.
For City Waste Director heading level 3. Write-in John Smith.
There's our write-in.
Change for City Waste Director button.
Okay, and there's our change button. And last but not least.
Article 1 heading level 3. Yes. Change Article 1 button.
Okay, so now that we've reached the end of our contests, we're going to continue to down arrow.
Link skip to go back button. Continue button.
Continue.
Selection review document. Print your selections heading level 1.
Okay, now we've come to the part of the process where you have to print your selections in order to then mail in your ballot. Okay, so we're going to down arrow to hear the instructions.
Click on the Print Selections button below to print your ballot selections. After your selections finish printing, click the Continue button to download your return packet. Print Selections button.
Press space.
Save button.
Okay, so there's also an option as opposed to printing out your ballot selection, say you don't have access to a printer, which is common for many people with disabilities, you can actually save your selections as a PDF and then upload them on a flash drive to bring them to another printer or wherever you have access to a printer, you can then you can make that transfer. So it's very handy again to those people who do not have access.
Save button.
Okay, so we're going to save.
Save as dialog. File name. Edit combo. Print your selections. Alt+N.
So you normally save here.
Print your selections document.
What I'm going
Print
to
your select with the
do
width button. Zoom in button.
is go
Zoom
down to
H
the
heading
bottom here
heading leveled for U.S. Senate Santa Claus. For Representative to Congress, Amelia Earhart.
and show you these selections.
City Council, Elvis Presley. Dolly Parton. For City Waste Director, Ryden John Smith. Article 1.
Okay.
Yes, unlabeled graphic. Quote.
So I wanted to demonstrate as well that it will verify your selections before you print and before you save. So that's really helpful just to make sure that your ballot does present the way you want it to. So again, that kind of final checker. So we can continue to down arrow.
Quote. Quote.
Okay.
Quote. Yes, Arctic right for Dolly Elvis it me for Sanford. Heading level 2 official ballot. Print selections, print selection, go back button, continue button.
Okay, so once we've done that, we can continue.
Continue button, return instructions, heading level 1.
All right, so you've printed out your selections. Now you're going to get some return instructions as well.
From our office, a vote by mail packet containing a backup paper ballot as well as a return postage paid certificate envelope will be mailed to you. The return certificate envelope must be used to mail your voted ballot electronic or your paper backup back to our office. Slide the secrecy sleeve and the voted ballot inside the certificate envelope.
So that is just a sample of what you might see with the return instructions that are presented when you print out your ballot. Now, of course, this will vary based on the county and state.
End session button.
We're going to end session because we have printed our selections or saved, whatever your preference.
Success, heading level 1.
And then you'll get the success message.
The ballot is printed with your selections on your ballot. You have the option to scan and re-add back your ballot selections. The next step is to fold your ballot for privacy and insert the ballot into your absentee ballot return envelope. Please be sure to sign your name in the designated location. Thank you for voting.
Okay, and that concludes our demonstration of the one-way ballot marking tool that Democracy Live has so helpfully created for people with disabilities. As a reminder, I'm using JAWS for Windows and Google Chrome, both of these technologies, which have enabled me to access my ballot privately and independently. Thank you so much for watching.